So this is the third time I've tried to start this video, and I'll be honest, the whole witty intro thing, it's not really my style. I don't think jokes really fit with the vision I have for this video series, in which a mildly sarcastic Englishman talks over video games. I know that sounds like a very brave and experimental genre for YouTube. And to be fair, we might be witnessing the birth of a new zeitgeist, a new paradigm for YouTube-based entertainment. But, bear with me. We can get through this together. So I'm playing a game called Missing, which I bought by accident from Steam because I thought it was a game called Missing since January, which was a alternate reality adventure game released in the early 2000s that is impossible to find now, and is also an FMV based adventure game. And I didn't read the description and I bought it and then went, fuck, it's actually something completely different. Why don't I just play it anyway? So here we go. It promises to be a FMV based puzzle adventure kind of thing. As the old screen here seems to indicate, it's kind of got a Saw kind of theme going on, a closed room theme. The old menu there, doing the old Total Biscuit thing. We've got the resolutions and resolutions. That's about it, I guess. We've got the resolution, volume, and subtitles. So without further ado, let's roll on. I am indeed sure that I would like to play the episode. So we have a failed John Leguizamo clone here in chains, which is where you want to keep them, with a very ornate lock on his wrist there. Thank you, subtitles. Yes, play with me. Yeah, kind of close to the old Saw catchphrase of "Shall we play a game?" Oh, picture of the guy with some kids. Clearly a paedophile. Probably why he's locked in the room here. Bottle of water for bathing. Always good to have. He's very calm for a man who's chained up in a death basement. Gonna do some pull-ups and get himself into the mood. Go on, my son. So he's kind of lured towards the old photo, as most pedophiles are. Clearly not very happy about being locked up. This doesn't figure into his Saturday night plans, I would imagine. I mean, I'm quite used to waking up in chains in someone's basement. It's often what I pay for. Alright, so we have... Oh, that's actually very weird, the effect there of the... So look at this key. No, don't eat the key, dude. That's a really bad idea. Okay, so the key presumably goes in this lock, and the other lock, appears to be some kind of, puzzle bullshit, which, easily acquired from the internet. So let's have a look. Huh. There we go. Unlocked. They appear in the actual footage, so I wonder if they had those made for the game itself. That'd be kind of cool, having live props. So let's grab the key this time instead of trying to eat it. Presumably. There we go. Put key in lock. Yes, also turning key would be good. We've escaped. That's it, dude. Chug all of that water. You're not going to be down here for a while, so, you know, makes sense to just drink all of it.
Is anybody out there? Let me out! Come on! Let me out!
Am I being too sarcastic here? I'm not too sure. It seems like when you're locked in some dude's murder dungeon, shouting "let me out" just kind of seems like a bit too obvious. Alright, so let's check out the old overalls here. We've got a flashlight, that's helpful. What looks like the horoscope, which is always useful, no matter what Dawkins might try to tell you. We don't want to put these on or anything. We were now stylish plaid top. Okay, so I need to find the code for that. Let's have a look in the old locker. I am pointedly ignoring the open door there. Never. It would be nice if the photoshopped like game elements were in the same resolution as the background. I think that would help, you know, my immersion somewhat. Here we go, another piece of paper. How do I go back? This back button here, I imagine. Okay, oh, another piece of paper, yeah. I'm just gonna put together an entire fucking newspaper here. Right. Yeah, okay. This is welcome to Spookyville. Danger, do not enter. Okay. Do not enter beyond this point. I mean, it's hard to, like... What the fuck is that? It's like a... It's like a mill, like a grain mill, perhaps. I think I've collected a Sharpie and another piece of paper. Is that... What is that? That looks kind of like it might be a thing, but apparently it isn't. Can I? Oh, I can. So middle, top, bottom, bottom, middle. Okay. I imagine that applies to this. So middle, top, bottom, bottom, middle. Aha. Oh, I do like this. It's kind of like, you know, Heavy Rain, but not shit. I've got an entire newspaper here, so, you know, we can pass the time. We're not going to be bored in the old murder dungeon. Let's just, yeah, put together the paper here. I'll be honest, I absolutely love fiction with this kind of thing. I like Cube, I like Fermat's Room, Saw, all that kind of stuff. I find it absolutely fascinating. Repugnant, unhappy, terrible, and upset, highlighted on the old word search here. Aggressive, ashamed, bitter, disappointment, enraged, hateful, hostile, infuriated, lost, miserable, nervous, pained, panic, and powerless. If I had my drum kit, I would perhaps do a little ex-wife joke here and then just get a little drum roll after that, but... Alright, so... Repugnant... Unhappy... I do have a pen, don't I? I do. So, can I... Aha, okay. So it's a word search. There's powerless. Now I get this is one of those moments where you'll have spotted like 4 or 5 of these words already and you'll be screaming at your screen because the person playing it is just really bad and doesn't notice the obvious and you're now kind of quietly wishing them dead. I do understand that that impulse. It's hateful, which describes how you're feeling right now. Nervous. No. Nervous is a word I think you will find, game. It would help if they were like word searches aren't all horizontal, aren't they? I mean that's not the. Let's find a D and get disappointed going on. Or enraged. Pinned. Oh, bloody hell. Aggressive. So the old double G, so that should be pretty easy to find. Where are you hiding, double G? Aggressive. That was kind of way off there, but there we go. Ashamed, so let's look for sham. Ashamed. Bitter, so the double T. Bitter. Easiest way to do these, by the way, is to look for double words since they don't appear too often. So double P for disappointment. P, no. Disappointment. Disappointed, even. Couldn't see that because the old P was covered up by the tether. Enraged. There's a word. Enraged. Hostile. Infuriated. That's... infuriated. Lost. Lost, oddly enough, being a TV show that was both disappointing and infuriating. That's a quality Lost joke for you there, guys. That's 5, 6 years old. That's what you're here for. Alright. Miserable. also relevant. And finally, panic. Panic. So, Sarah is, if we just look at the words here that aren't highlighted, Sarah is the key. Alright. Sarah, whomever that might be, is in fact the key. Or in this case, I imagine it's just the word Sarah. Which... So I realise that now that you've watched me play this, you're probably not going to buy it yourself, which makes me feel bad. But you should, because I'm actually having quite a lot of fun with this. We've escaped into a larger part of the old death dungeon, where someone collects vintage phones, apparently. Come on, Solid Snake, just pick up the fucking phone before they...
Hello, you have reached Sarah. And Dave, we can't take your call at this moment. Please leave us a message.
So, presumably I am Dave.
No!
Oh shit. Okay, I think I dodged that. That was a QTE out of fucking nowhere. Alright, generally, smoky gas-like stuff, not that great. Dave, clearly worried about his linens there. Oh, meanwhile. I'm liking the production values here. I mean, obviously it didn't cost a fortune, but for an FMV game, this is not that bad. I mean, what are we going to compare it to? Like Night Trap? Billy Connolly here is just not pleased with his choice of coffee beverage. What the fuck? Drink. Consume. Oh no, what would happen if I didn't click there? Would he have just poured it onto his angry face? His sad, possibly alcoholic face? Okay, so we are in Canada, as noted by the old Quebec. Let's open this trunk. That's it. Ooh, that's weird. He has the same flashlight that presumably Dave used to escape the old murder dungeon. Should have put on my old plastic gloves and flashlight.
Detective Lambert?
That's the one.
Yeah. The vehicle is registered to Newcastle Construction.
Did you find anything?
Signs of struggle, so I called it in.
This cop's a bit stilted like. I like this. Am I waiting for this to zoom in? Or am I walking towards it? Is that the... Let's get the old flashlight on it. So I wonder if this is like a Indigo Prophecy kind of setup where you play the cop chasing the guy and the guy trying to escape at the same time. That was always cool. I know it's very popular to hate David Cage these days, but Indigo Prophecy, or Fahrenheit, as it was known in the civilized world, was actually, I think, 2/3 a really good game and 1/3 absolute fucking insanity. Alright, window's been smashed. Door is unlocked. Okay, let's have a look in here. Got a screwdriver. Got lots of screwdrivers. I mean, I'm no cop, but this man, definitely some kind of screwdriver collector. That's actually a chisel. Or is that a flathead screwdriver? I honestly can't tell. Please let me know in the comments. Like if screwdriver, subscribe if chisel. Alright, so we've got the old crumpled up tissues, which is what you like to see in the back of the car. Is there anything else I can click on? There is not. There is not. Let's close you up and open up this door and take a look. We've got broken glass, possibly crystal meth on the old seat here. Leather seats, you know, you gotta have those. Construction work. The picture, which presumably is Dave and family. Look at this with the old spooky light.
Are you, David?
I don't know, mate, you're actually talking to a picture. That's kind of not how it works. But this guy knows who David is and knows he's missing, so... Definitely the murderer. Or wannabe murderer. finished with the old plastic gloves. Presumably you can keep those and you inflate them later to solve a puzzle. I like the jazzy element to the music here.
Now, I'm not gonna lose another one. Send the team now.
Oof. Dude, that's not how you get people to do what you want. That's not how you make friends and influence people. Detective Lambert.